Love moms, eh? Nothing ever bad. No gray areas. Nothing about Kelly getting his first black eye in Sunday school. It was delivered by the minister. No mention of the house raids of 97, 98, or 99. And why bother speaking about the charges as they were eventually dropped in 2002? Before I get too far into this, I'd like to share a personal triumph with everybody. I have this glass of wine for one purpose only. It's a visual aid, because I want everybody to know that it's been 14 plus years without a drink of alcohol. Hold your applause, because Joan will be the first to tell you that wasn't that big of a deal. It was the first 14 years of my life, and it's actually tasted pretty good since then. So, Joan asked me to keep my speech short. That's not a problem. Joan asked that I be polite, and that goes without saying. And she asked me to be politically correct. Why not? I'll start with politically correct. Allegedly, I have said and done some things in the past that would send Dr. Phil and Oprah screaming off into the night. But with age has come sensitivity training, and with sensitivity training gives me the privilege to welcome Kelly into the family. So Kelly, welcome. And I just want you to know, this bus shouldn't stop at railway crossings. When Kathy was growing up, we really never had a lot of trouble with boys with mohawk haircuts or purple hair or excessive body art or body piercings. We worked our way through our fair share of boys that had some sort of extra hole in their head and maybe more of a purple haze around their hair than in it. But when Kathy moved to Banff and notified us she had a new boyfriend, this one seemingly came with all the bells and whistles that you would expect in a shiny new model. Kelly had an education, a job, he had a positive outlook, he had goals, sense of direction, and a sense of humor. All nicely wrapped up and washed and driving through the countryside of Alberta in a brand new pickup truck. Well, Joan did what any mother would do and quickly asked for an email of the picture of the truck. When the reply came, it was the first of our fears. It was a Dodge. And beside that Dodge was Kelly in a Calgary Flames jersey. Well, that was enough for me. I headed to the wine cellar. So, since then, I've got to know Kelly better. And I see the way that Kathy looks at Kelly. And a friend that's here tonight, she said over dinner about a year ago that when you're happy, you smile, but when you're really happy, your eyes smile. Well, I've seen the way Kathy's eyes smile at Kelly. And I see the way that Kelly looks back at her. kind of like that Labrador retriever listening to a high-pitched whistle. But it's close enough for me, Kelly. But together they brought in a wonderful baby boy, and he's as happy a baby that Joan and I have ever seen. And together, for us, they close the loop today. They become one. And I just wanna, I was hoping to stand here with some profound statement to make on my daughter's wedding day, some one-liner that you would carry on the rest of your life with, and at some point say, my dad told me on my wedding day this. And all I can think of is, don't ever eat anything from a food machine with mayonnaise in it. We're getting close. When Kathy was young, though, she would never wear anything but dresses, and the brighter and the frillier and the pretty they were, the more she liked them.
I thought that was Jeff.
Jeff got the handy down.
So you're friends.
But since then, she's had graduation dresses and party dresses, and your mother and I want you to know, I'm going to bite my lip a little bit, that you've never looked prettier in a dress than you do today. And so I would like everybody to join me in a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Kelly Locken.
Cheers. Cheers. Not just enough with the busy new dress.
In closing, I'll say this. We've had, Kathy and Kelly's had people fly from the East Coast, the West Coast, and just about everywhere in between. And I think that's a testament to the fine people they are. And I don't know where you're all sitting, and I'm glad that everybody is here today, and it's nice to see old faces. But for the people that traveled the extra way and the extra cost, a special thank you to you. And I don't know where you're all sitting, but to Al and Berta, I'm not sure where you are. Alberta? For God's sakes, Alberta! Thank you.